Hey guys, it's my first ever face-to-face video, so forgive me if it's a little awkward, but today I'm going to be ranking all the Toy Story movies, including the new 2026 Toy Story 5. So let's just get straight into it. Starting off at the bottom, we have Lightyear. Man, I really wanted to like this movie. It was marketed as kind of like a parody of Star Wars, which, you know, as you can see, I'm a big Star Wars guy. But it's just, it sucks. Like, all right, take this Buzz Lightyear toy, right? See this iconic outfit that Buzz Lightyear is known for? Well, in the movie, he's in that outfit for like 5 minutes at the start and 5 minutes at the end. The rest of the movie, he's in this ugly outfit. This movie is kind of meant to be like a live action in the world of Toy Story, and I think that holds it back a little bit. Like the animation, like don't get me wrong, it's Pixar, so the animation looks good, but the style of it is just kind of boring because it's supposed to be a live action. But yeah, the first 10 or so minutes is quite interesting. You know, Buzz, he's going further and further into time. He's losing people around him. That's really interesting. And then he meets like these ragtag group of people, and they are the most annoying characters. They're so annoying. They try and make them funny, and they're just not. The movie also does this thing where it tries to do like this big plot twist where Zurg isn't actually Buzz's dad, it's Buzz from the future. But I feel like that just kind of ruins the joke from Toy Story 2, and they reference it again in Toy Story 5, which makes this movie just really weird and out of place, even though it's supposed to be the movie that Andy watched, which made him fall in love with Buzz Lightyear. Which I gotta say, Andy, you have shitty taste in movies. I give Lightyear a 4.5 out of 10. Coming in at the number 5 spot, I've got Toy Story 4. This movie gets so much hate, and I don't think that that's deserved. People say, you know, the ending of Toy Story 3 was perfect. Should have ended there. Which, don't get me wrong, I love that ending, but this is a really fun movie. I think this acts as more of like an epilogue and a send-off to Woody. Maybe if they called this, you know, a Woody's Roundup movie rather than Toy Story 4, people would like it a little better. But I think it's really fun. The animation is gorgeous. It looks so good. Like there's some shots in this where it looks almost live action. Like it's gorgeous. The characters are all good apart from Buzz. That's where this movie really falls short for me. Buzz kind of becomes an idiot for some reason. Woody talks to him about his inner voice, and Buzz doesn't know what an inner voice is and thinks that it's like the button on his chest. Like that. So he listens to his inner voice the entire movie, and it's the most stupid running joke and is way too convenient. Everything that his voice box says is just happens to be the right thing, and that just annoyed me throughout the entire movie. But apart from that, I think it's really good. It's quite fun, it's enjoyable, visually it's stunning, it brings back Bo Peep, it's a nice send-off, the ending is sad, it's got the emotional beats that a Pixar movie should have. I give it a 7 out of 10. Coming in at the number 4 spot, you're more than welcome to argue with me on this one, but I have the original Toy Story. Look, don't get me wrong, this movie is fantastic. It was the first ever fully animated movie. That is so impressive, and like maybe the animation doesn't hold up to today's standards, but it still looks really good for the most part. But yeah, it's a fantastic movie. Introduces all these good characters. It's got great character development. Everything about it is good. But I feel like the other movies are just better. This one has to introduce the characters, so we haven't got to know them for 4 or 5 movies, which I feel like that's maybe where it falls a little short, but obviously it's the first one. It can't help that. It does a good job at introducing the characters. It makes me feel for them. It makes me care for them. I think Woody is a little bit of a dick in this movie, though. Obviously, it's missing, like, Jessie. And Lord knows I love Jessie. There's no real strong female character in this one. There's only Bo Peep, and she only acts as a love interest for Woody. But, fantastic movie. I give it a 8.5 out of 10. Next up, the one you've been waiting for. Toy Story 5. This will be spoiler free, so you don't need to worry about that. This movie was incredible. I loved it so much more than I thought I would. The first half fell a little flat, and there was a lot of that, like, these damn kids and their devices. Felt like old people, wrote it, but the second half, man, it really brought it home. There's one scene that's a top 5 Pixar moment. I'm not a crier. I've never cried in a movie before. Man, I'd shed a tear. Like, this movie is heartbreaking, but it's weirdly only like one scene, and it makes it stick out so much. But everything else in this movie was really fun. It's probably the funniest Toy Story movie. It was really, really good. The comedy was great. The action was great. The emotional beats were great. It was really, really good. I think they should make another 8 Toy Story movies. Give them all to me now. Now that we've moved on, Toy Story 3, yeah, that ending was fine. But we've had 2 since then. Now that we've got this, give me as many more Toy Stories as you can. Give me so much more. I give this one 8.5, so it's tied with the original. It's not necessarily better, okay? Coming in at the number 2 spot, I've got Toy Story 2. This movie is so good. It's really, really hard to do a sequel, but damn did they pull it off with this one. This takes everything about the original and just makes it better. I love that when Woody goes missing, Buzz takes the other toys with him, so you get some more time with the other toys and get to know them a bit better. This one introduces Jessie and Bullseye, which were necessary additions to the cast of characters. There's another fantastic Pixar moment in this one, where Jessie's explaining her backstory. It's one of the most iconic, sad scenes that Pixar's really known for. There's also a really good twist villain in this one, being Stinky Pete. Everything about Stinky Pete is great. His motives make sense. I love that they don't turn him into a good guy and they don't have to kill him. Nothing like that. He just gets put in the bag, owned by a little girl. We never see him again, which is great. I don't think we need to. Everything about this sequel is just fantastic. Somehow they made it better than the original. I give this movie a 10 out of 10. Coming in at first place, you knew it was happening. It's Toy Story 3. This movie is maybe the saddest thing I've ever seen in my life. The emotional highs of this movie is incredible. The scene where they're all holding hands going into the incinerator, and the scene where Andy gives away his toys, including Woody, down to Bonnie. How is it possible to make me feel this way about some toys? It's insane. This movie is great. But those are the really, really high points. But the rest of this movie is also fantastic. Lotso is a great villain. I love his backstory. He's kind of like Jesse, but turned into a villain instead of a good guy, which I love. He's another villain that's a twist, kind of like Stinky Pete. I think they do this one a bit better because he, walks around. You get to know him a bit before it's revealed that he's a villain. But yeah, this movie is just fantastic. the best in the franchise, the peak of Pixar, the peak of animated movies in general. This is another 10 out of 10 movie. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, thank you. This was my first video in this kind of style, so hopefully it's enjoyable. I don't know, if this does well, maybe I'll make more, but keep in mind that this is just my opinion. Feel free to argue with me, totally fine with that. I'm aware that I have some pretty stupid takes sometimes. But anyway, if you made it this far, thank you and goodbye.